Boom. In this video, we are going to be going over a trading journal template that you can use. It's something that I use myself. I highly recommend if you're into trading that you use a journal of some sort just like this, so that way you can reflect on your trades from the past, and you can learn from your mistakes and you can learn from your wins. So this is how you can use it. And pretty much we have three sections here, and basically, like when you click on the link in the description here, there's going to be a link in the description. Click on that. It's going to allow you to duplicate this page. This is on a software called Notion. Notion is a free software to use. Just duplicate this template, use it, and you'll be good to go. Just like I said, it's free to use. Just create an account, you'll be good to go. So what you can do here is you can hop in here, you can add in your trading plan. So I basically just left this like from my information, not really like updated, to be honest, but this was like the original trading plan that I like put in here, which is pretty accurate. I would say it's like 99.9% accurate as far as how I trade. So add your trading plan in here and then come back here. This is like kind of where you have all of your chart markups. So pretty much what you'll want to do here is you'll just click New Week Journal. By the way, if you want to edit these templates, the weekly templates, you can just click on this configure template, and then you can click on template here, and then any edits that you make here, you can add sections, you can adjust the actual like template here just by going to edit, and then you can change any of this information. So every time you click on new week, everything is going to be representing what you want to see. So edit that if you wish, or if you just want to use it how I have it set up, then feel free. So click on new week journal. It's going to take a second to load here, basically just creating like the new week. And then you'll just want to change this to week of, let's say 9/12/22 through 9, I think it's 17/22 is Friday. What's today? Today's the 13th. It's Tuesday, 14th, Wednesday, 15th, Thursday, 16th. Okay. And so pretty much what you'll do is every time you take a trade, you can either just click here and it will populate as normal, or what you can do is you can hit this drop down, and you can just click on trade recap here, and you will just type in the date of your trade. So say if I'm taking a trade today, 9/13/22, usually what I'll do is I'll also put the pair that I'm trading here in the title, just so I know when I'm looking here, it's a lot easier to reference. So let's say I took a trade on gold today, XAU USD, outcome, this is either profit, loss, or break even. So we profited today. Session traded was New York. Was the trade taken or missed? So this is a good way that you can, even if you are like marking up the charts and you're missing trades, you can still keep it in your journal as a log, just to see like what would have happened if I'd taken this. So obviously this is taken, and then runner, stopped that entry, hit TP, no runner, stopped in profit. Today my runner was stopped in profit. So boom, now you can see like what it would look like after having a bunch of trades in here. I'll be able to see, okay, cool, New York traded, it was taken, there was a profit, runner stopped in profit. So you can start to look at this information across the week and see how the week lasted for you. So I'm just going to full screen this view here, and pretty much just some of my notes here for myself. But pretty much what you'll want to do is news for the day, paste screenshots from Forex Factory or whatever other news sites you use. So I'm just going to grab that just so you can see. And so today is Tuesday, September 13th. By the way, if you don't know like how to find the news, you probably shouldn't be trading, but if you do still trade and you don't know how to find the news, you can just go to forexfactory.com and you can find it. Cool. So desktop screenshot, that's the screenshot I just took. So these are the news. Obviously we had CPI this morning, it got pretty wild. I was trading gold, I was taking buys. Can't remember what I risked, but we'll say 20 pips. I think it was roughly around there. My outcome was like 11.4 pips or something profit. So I'm just going to put a plus sign just so I know it's profit. So cool. So this was, the pair that I took, the direction, risk amount, outcome amount, and then, if you want, you can upload, screenshots of your MT4/MT5 just so you can see like direct entries. But, I'll show you an example of what mine actually looks like, and you'll see kind of how I use the screenshots here. So then what you'll want to do is obviously place a before chart picture. So let's see, we'll just go to image there, upload file. I think I have, let's see, I think I probably took that trade. I think it was this one here. Yeah, so this is me explaining why I took the trade. Then you'll basically just want to fill in the information. So what is the daily direction? And keep in mind, I'm also looking at this based on current and previous. So the previous daily candle is what I'm most focused on. If you have a bullish daily candle that printed yesterday, it's a very high probability that today's candle is going to turn bullish as well, or it's going to be bullish as well. So in this case, it was bullish. The previous daily candle was bullish. The previous 4-hour candle was bullish. So I was really only looking for buys here. So yes, I was trading in the candle direction. Yes, it was a high volume session. It was like, prior to 8 a.m. Eastern time. Entry signal was basically that, price came back, closed, bullish here. And we'll just say price closed above resistance on 30-minute. Took entry at break of high of previous 30-minute candle. So that's like, how my notes would be. What time frame did I enter off of? 30-minute. During the trade, what happened during the trade. This is actually during the trade screenshot, not a before trade. But anyways, you get the point. So let's see, during the trade, I think this might be before. Yeah, this is before. So what we'll do is we'll just move this. Okay, cool. So now we have before the trade, and as you can see my notes on the chart, then we have during the trade. How did I manage the trade? So as you can see, here are my notes, added another position after 30-minute close, strong bullish, and high previous 30-minute was broken, etc., etc. So those would all be notes of how I managed the trade. So let me see if I can just I don't feel like typing all this out, so I'm just going to do a little copy paste. So how did I manage this trade? Boom, that's how I managed the trade. Added another position after 30-minute close, strong bullish, and high previous was broken. Auto break even triggered at plus 8 pips. Second entry was stopped out pretty quick, just because, as mentioned here, added another position, was a little bit higher. But first entry was able to secure 90% at plus 10 pips. Yes, I was following the trading plan because I secured 10 pips, and then auto break even was activated at plus 8 pips. And then so after the trade, pretty much what we're looking at here is the final this is what I was looking at. So luckily, just to like recap this trade, luckily I was trailing my stop loss. This red line was my stop loss. So it's trailing my stop loss below the previous 30-minute candle. So this was, the candle that I was trailing my stop loss based on. Excuse me. And so I was stopped out right before, CPI hit, and then took this huge dump and probably caused a lot of price slippage and stuff like that. So I got lucky there. And so how did I manage the trade and why did I exit? So obviously my runner was stopped at entry, and like I said, just copy and pasting this. Stopped in profit, trailed stop loss based on previous 30-minute candle lows. Emotions that caused me to exit. Thank God I was stopped out before the news. Were you following your trading plan? Yes, but kind of over trading, took an entry earlier that I lost less on and decided to give my trade idea another chance. Pretty much I just took buys earlier. It was actually like off of this candle here, and as you can see, it retraced a little bit before continuing up. But I managed risk really well on this and closed out, with losing way less than I anticipated. So I decided it was okay to take this trade. Anything else I want to add about this trade, or I want to note? Nope. How could I have done better with this trade? Nothing I really could have done here. This played out perfect. This is the entry I should have waited for, actually, versus taking the earlier trade here. But yeah, so that's pretty much how you fill it out. And so now you can see everything's completely filled out. So at the end of the week, you can come back and look at this data and you can see in detail, okay, cool, so this is what happened here. This is the before chart I was looking at. This is how I managed the price, and this is how I got out of the trade. So rather than trying to remember what happened, you have all of your notes to look at here, and you can go about your information, your data, very data driven. So now we'll go back here. Now you can see, this is the chart markups, go all the way back to the beginning here. The only thing I didn't mention yet in this video is the goal from trading, which this is obviously just my notes here, should be to have a positive outcome or making a correct decision. Setting a goal to make a certain amount applies pressure. Don't set goals to make a certain amount of money from trading. Aim for one trade. If it's a win, get off. If it's a loss, get off. Pretty much learn from your mistakes type of thing. Secure 10 pips, manage losses correctly. So hope this benefits you. If you have any problems with this, like I said, the link for the template is in the description here. Just go ahead and click on that. You should be able to just duplicate this into your own Notion account. Notion's free to use, and you can use it for pretty much everything. So real quick, before we end this video, I will show you what my actual trade journal looks like. And so you can see my chart markups from October, May, so on and so on. Haven't been the most consistent with the trading journal other than the last couple of months, as you can see. But September 2022, as you can see, now with this completed, I can see, okay, cool. So I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 trades so far in September. I've had 2 losses and 1 break even. So it's been, good. You can start to see like, okay, cool. So what happened on this break even? Okay, sounds good. Everything was correlating. What happened here? Oh, okay, cool. So I actually got stopped out before it continued up. So, the 8 pips, break even was triggered, and so on and so on. And screenshots of MT4, stuff like that. So this is a good example as far as like what it would look like with everything completed. So I have before MT5 and trading view. So MT5 showing my exact entry, and trading view with my notes. Same thing during the trade, and then same thing after the trade. So hope this helps. If you have any questions about how to use this or any errors or anything like that, feel free to hit me up and I'll be happy to help. And if you got some value here, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and drop any comments below of how this helped you or whatever questions you have. So cheers, and catch you on the next one.